It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. And that's right. We do all the work for you, so all you have to do is push play and listen to us talk about the band. And today, Hot Water Burn Baby. That's a old Adam Sandler joke that was on a not-so-great Adam Sandler record. And I'm explaining it, which tells you that nobody knows. So, thumbs up. You can't see it. I'm giving a thumbs up. And that's how I know I've done my job, folks. I think, so I'm, the order of this was John first. So we're going to go with John first. I'm fairly certain you put him up on the board, but maybe it was like you put him into the group, maybe?
Yeah.
So tell me about hot water music.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Water Music is it's one of those, probably the Gainesville band. Like 1996, 1997, when I started like getting into, DIY punk rock and moving beyond kind of the Green Days and Bad Religions of the world into the more stuff that was like going on in like local and regional places. They were the band for a couple of years back then, and they kind of melded kind of early Fugazi with kind of a Leatherface Jawbreaker kind of punk thing, like quote unquote emo punk, mixed with kind of like that more emo sound, like the prettier sound, and like kind of melded it all into this new thing, like mixed in with like what was going on in Gainesville at the time. Like Gainesville has always had a really good scene, and the they were always like, I think, better than the some of their parts. I think the rhythm section is really the highlight, the strong point of this. A really good bass playing, really good drumming, and then you have Chris Wallard and Chuck Reagan on top of that, just screaming their lungs out. So for a while, for a couple of years in like the late 90s, they were like the band that everybody was talking about. It was like, you have to go see them. They're incredible live. I think the live record that they did live at the Hardback is probably the thing that I go back to the most. But they were around for a few years. I think about 94 to 98, 99. Then they broke up. It was a big deal. Oh, Water Music's breaking up. Oh my God. But then they got back together, and they were on Epitaph, and it was kind of a different thing. But you know it's sometimes easy to forget, but back then they were the band for a couple of years.
So, like I said, I can't recall if John put him on the board or if he put him in the group, but Peter, eventually you do sign up for Hot Water Music. So tell me about Hot Water Music.
I mean, what can I say that John didn't just say? But for me, like, I live in Florida, and I don't live in Gainesville, but I lived in a town that was just a few hours from Gainesville. So Hot Water Music was just kind of always around when I was growing up. And they were always doing shows around me. And for me, like, it's a bit of a nostalgia trip. It reminds me of just going to shows in my teen years and seeing them with bands like Discount and later on like Refused and stuff like that. And they're just a great punk band. Like you said, there's a great rhythm section, great vocalists, and a great blend of a lot of things that I like.
So I told you guys, like, literally right before I went on, and I also told you that I would repeat it on the show because I hate you. This is another one of those bands where it's like, just around my wheelhouse. It's not, this isn't like, let me hook up the IV. This is my bread and butter, but it's one of those ones that has enough sounds that are, you guys both already mentioned the bass player, like, immediately kind of stuck out to me. I was like, oh, okay, like this is kind of forefront, and it's got enough of the pieces that oftentimes I found myself going, oh, this is a band I should have already liked. But obviously I didn't like. I don't know how they just weren't.
Had you heard of them before?
Not at all. Like, they were not.
Really?
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like this is another one of those bands where, like, I think I'm sure I've seen the name around, and I'm sure, like, I know plenty of people who are probably talking about them, but I never sought it out. And so, or maybe if I heard about it, it would have been like all I have to do is dig out my phone and go to Spotify to listen to a band. So
It's weird because they never had the like breakout crossover like hit. Like there were a few bands around that time, like At the Drive-In, Promise Ring had like music videos and did the whole thing, and like Hot Water Music was always because like to kind of continue the story, like after they got picked together, they were on Epitaph, they got on the big label, and they kind of their sound changed a little bit. They went more kind of just heavy rock oriented. They lost some of like the edge and the kind of the punk edge, the Fugazi edge that made them what they were early on. And they were never able to get that like breakthrough kind of hit song that would make people remember them. But they've always had, a reputation for being really, really good live. And they've broken up and gotten back together so many times, and like I wasn't even aware that they had put out an album, last year, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, like evidently like they've done tons of side projects. Hot Water Music is probably the band with the best side projects of all time. Go down the list, like solo projects and side projects, but they always kind of come back together, and then they're still going at it.
well, good for them. I mean, like I feel like it's easy to, if a band breaks up, to go, well, okay, that's it, and move on to something else and not come back to it. So I feel like it was right after we did Discount. John goes, "You want to just do the trilogy?" And so we switched the last group to Hot Water Music, and almost immediately you had a playlist ready to go, John. So like we did trim out some, I believe, right? Like we didn't cover like
Oh yeah.
everything. So
Oh yeah.
talk to me about like how you chose what you chose, and then and how you went about putting your 20 together for this one.
Well, the first three I think are considered like the classic era, like Finding the Rhythms, Fuel for the Hate Game, Forever and Counting. Those are the first three from their original run, and those I think people consider like the classic era. And then No Division is a little bit of a change in sound. Um, and then you get into, we cut it off there. Flight in a Crash is like hit or miss a little bit. I think that really starts to get into a different kind of sound, and then you go on from there with all their albums through the 2000s. But the singles collection Never Ender, I think, is really, really strong. The whole thing isn't on Spotify, but I was able to, like, with some deluxe reissues and stuff, was able to get a lot of those songs on there. And then Peter popped in and was like, "Hey, let's put their latest one on there, to kind of get a sense of where they are now," which was worked out great because like I had not heard that, so there was a little bit of like stuff that I was really familiar with, and like he said, the nostalgia aspect, and like talking about some of that classic stuff mixed with kind of the new stuff. So yeah, it was pretty easy to put this together. It wasn't hard to cut off. I mean, you could make the argument to do like Flight in the Crash through what they're doing now, but I think the stuff that we have here is the best stuff.
So how did you go about putting your 20 together, Peter?
It was a little hard because there were some songs that are on the Epitaph records that I like a lot, and I was like, yeah, but if I pick those, nobody else is going to pick them because they're not on the list. But it ended up kind of evening out. I did a lot of stuff from the first three albums, and I ended up with some stuff from the newest album, which I really like. I think it's really good, especially for a band that's like, almost 30 years into their career at this point.
Pretty close, yeah.
So as I'm going through again, like I hate to repeat myself, and I really hate to repeat myself episodes long, but like I push play and I'm like, okay, and then like you get into like the second or third song and you're like, uh-oh. Like when I'm going on my first pass and it takes me till like the sixth or seventh song to go, okay, I need to I need to rethink my strategy here. I feel like this is a discography where you can kind of throw a dart and go, these are the 20 I want to bring. There's there's a handful that really, really stuck out, and so like I found myself flocking towards stuff that had really strong bass lines, that I could go, okay, this. But really like I filled it out with a lot of stuff because I liked it all. Like I found myself kind of just throwing darts and going, I didn't want to overthink it. And, you know, it may end up for poor gameplay, but I really do feel that the discography we chose for this band, it's a easy listen. And if you like this kind of music at all, guarantee you'll like this band. And the length that for the songs that we chose is less than 4 hours. So once we start getting in here, if there's a song that you like at all, do it. Just take everything that, you know, that we've got, listen to all the discog that we chose. Just listen to it. It's worth it.
I'll plug the live record again, Live at the Hardback. I think that's the one that I go back to the most still. It's got their cover of Leatherface's Springtime on it, which is one of the greatest songs of all time. And it really kind of captures, you know, them in their element live. And like, I wish they had, you know, I wish we could do just a live Hot Water Music deprogram, because that really would be, you know, where they shine. But I think we kind of have the best of the bunch here. But that live record is good. If you're into this, definitely go check it out.
So, I mean, I hope I'm not throwing that wrench out there. And John has been very vocal about this never working out in his favor. But I still got to ask, what do you think, John? Based on everything we've said so far, how many do you think we get through unanimously?
Yeah, it's become a thing now that I never win this, and I still do try to pick a good number and win. I think we're gonna hit a bunch here. I'm gonna say 6.
All right. I like that. What do you think, Peter?
Every time I get optimistic, it blows up in my face. So I'm gonna go with 3.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to have to go with my gut instinct here because the number's still there. I'm going to go 4. I feel like I might have been to throw a dart heavy, and that might not work in our favor. So I think I may have liked the band too much, strangely enough. I may not have thought enough about.
You always hurt the ones you love.
So we will see how that goes, and we're going to take a quick pause, and when we come back, we're going to play some Deprogrammed.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number, 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number, save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Kickstart your road to fitness with the Hard Work Works fitness app. For all ability levels, full gym, no problem. What's included? Over 200 workout plans available for every situation, from a full gym to no equipment at all. Nutrition guide to help you stay on track, and all of this is only $10 a month. There's a special offer for Deprogram listeners. Use promo code STUPID and get your first month free. The Hard Work Works fitness app. Decide, commit, succeed, and join the hustle today. And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The three of us have come through a selection of Hot Water Music's discography and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 certificate in case you have never heard or given the time of day to Hot Water Music. You know, I hesitate to lead here first, but it was at this moment that I knew I was in trouble, so I might as well start with it. It's track 1, it's album 1, it's Scraping.
I've got it.
Yep.
There we go. I knew I was in trouble. Is this still hooked up to the... There it is, yes. There it is, right there. I was like, uh-oh. a lot of elements already that I love. All right, John?
All right, I'm going to kind of throw this one out as a barometer to see how this thing is going to go, maybe. How about Alachua?
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm trying to see where that is because I feel. Oh yeah. That that was 21, 22, 23, somewhere around there. It absolutely.
That's number 1 or number 2 for me.
Wow. I mean, it wasn't an easy cut, like I said. None of them were. They just kind of did.
That is a barometer. We're in trouble.
Uh-oh. All right, Peter.
I'm gonna throw a dart out there. How about a Freightliner?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can work around this here. I'll go with the other one, John. Never Ender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why. I think in my head I had it can only be a one or the other situation.
Oh, no. Both of the songs are great.
All right, John?
All right. Let's go to Forever and Counting. That's probably my favorite of those early ones. Translocation.
Yeah.
Nope. Twos are good, though. Twos are good. All right. Peter?
Let's see. I'm gonna go back one record. You Can Take the Boy Out of Bradenton, Florida.
I got it.
Yep.
Oh.
This is that. It's funny because as I was listening to it, I don't know why Fugazi escaped me. But, like, there was always, like, something, like, because there's moments of Blink, Green Day, but then there's moments of Fugazi. And I can't believe that wasn't tip of the tongue. It was just right outside. And this is one of those songs for sure. All right. Okay.
And I just like lyrically, like it works for any Florida town. Like you take the boy out of whatever Florida town, but you're still a Floridian.
All right. Let me come somewhere into the middle here. How about Better Sense?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was 21 or 22 for me.
All right. Got two still alive. One and one. All right. John?
All right, we've got Virginia, Georgia, and Florida here, so I have to go with Southeast first.
No.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. And one. All right, Peter?
I'm gonna go back to the first one. How about Floor?
No.
No.
Really?
I think that was just a numbers game.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Because where is that? Yeah, that's track 3. Because it absolutely was on my first pass. I don't know where it's from.
They used to play this live all the time.
We need to do the band floor at some point. Do they have enough of a discography?
I've never heard of that.
Another Gainesville thing.
Oh. All right, so the floor was Peter. We're back around to me. All right, I keep passing by it. Might as well find out. The passing.
I have it.
Nope.
Okay. Two's okay, though. All right, John?
Turnstile.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
All right. So we got another.
Peter, you and I can't find each other, man. We are off.
We've got 3 so far.
Yeah, but still.
All right. Peter?
How about collect your things and run on Field of Void?
I don't have that one.
No, that was one of the ones from there that made the first pass, but didn't survive the cut.
All right. Let me scroll on down and get that in here.
It's on their newest album, and they still got it.
All right. I'll play that game. I'll play a game, you rogue. I'll go to that record, too. Newtown Scraper.
No, but that's a good song.
No.
As I mentioned, right off the jump, you can tell why. All right. John?
All right, let's try No Division again. How about Rooftops?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Alkaline Trio does a really good cover of that on the split that they did.
All right. Peter?
Speaking of bass lines, how about Rest Assured?
I got it.
No, that definitely was 21, but I'm glad it's in the conversation.
1 and 1. We are officially out of NTP too. So.
Yep. Sorry, Alachua.
All right. I keep skipping by this one. I might as well trot it out there. Let's find out. Free Radio Gainesville.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
We got both the Florida songs on there, the city songs.
I mean, again, it's right there.
Yep.
But I mean, it's not like that was it. That was just what got my attention. Because then it explodes like this. It's like, oh, okay. It does everything. I mean, the name of the song, got me as well. But like, that's what got it on its first pass. And then the second pass was, okay, it's got that bass line. And then third pass is like, no, I'm right. Because listen to how it explodes open. So. John?
All right, let's see if we can get this one in. How about Drunken Third?
No.
That one must have been really late because I went to say yes and I'm looking here and it's not there.
That one's going in the trash. Oh, man.
This must have been really late cut.
It's a highlight of the live record, too.
Sounds like maybe I should have made some time for that.
They've got a few live records on Spotify.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, live in Chicago and a couple other different ones.
All right, Peter?
Um, How about It's Hard to Know on No Division?
Nope.
No.
Dang. Oh my god. Everything's falling. It's hard to know. Apostrophe. There we go. You guys see why I was mad? Why I don't like you. Okay. Stay in the middle here for me. How about Trademark?
Nah.
Yes.
Hey, all right. In the right place. Trade. There we go. So Justin in. All right, John.
All right. Back to Forever and Counting. How about Manual?
Nope.
No.
Man.
Hey, go Dougie Hamilton. Manual. All right, Peter.
I'll stay on that record. 3 Summers Long.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hold on, let me make sure.
2 Summers Long.
3. Okay, so that's 1 here and 1 here. Okay. Cancel. All right, what do I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just do a couple more rounds here. See if we can't land a couple more. How about 220 years?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hey. There we go.
All right. Now we can't get any more.
I feel like that's happened to you a couple times recently too, hasn't it? Where
Yep.
you nailed it, but then we get one like
Just passed right by it. Yep.
All right, Peter. Wait, no, 220 years was me. So John.
All right. Driving Home from No Division.
No.
Nope.
Cool.
All right, Peter.
About Arms Can't Stretch.
I got it.
Yes. God damn it.
Poor John.
Because I was totally going to take Alachua out of the trash. But the integrity of the list must be protected.
Indeed. I mean, look, I always love when I undershoot, because that means the band is agreeable. So, and it is. So, like, I knew that. I thought maybe I didn't think hard enough. So, all right, I'm thinking, what do you do? Like, well, shoot, 1, 2, 3.
I got 5 left.
Me too. So let's do one more round, and then just dump out.
Yeah.
How about North and About?
No.
No. It's a good one, but no.
All right, North and About.
Just don't say you lost it.
Oh, that one hurts.
I can't say that. I don't have it.
Oh.
Let's see, That was an early front runner, and it just somehow kept getting kicked out. All right, Peter.
Present.
Nope.
No.
It seems like
Wah.
the perfect time to do the dump out.
Really? No one had that?
I gotta be honest, again, like at some point as I'm listening to this one, some just didn't make it just because I seriously had like the first 8 on my first pass. So I was like, okay, some of these gotta go. All right, so I'll dump out right from the top here. Liquid America.
Nope.
No.
One. Rock Singer.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Rock Singer is one. At the End of a Gun.
I have that one.
Nope.
Okay. That one is ROC. And At the End of a Gun. 1 and 1. Rock. Okay. Next. Oh, this is my last one. Killing Time.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. All by myself. All right, Killing Time is 1. All right, John?
Counting Numbers.
Nope.
Minnow.
Nope.
And The Bitter End.
Yeah, I got that one.
Cool. And my last one is Feel the Void title track.
No.
There's a 2. And then Feel the Void. There it is. All right, just for funsies, Peter.
All I had left was Facing and Backing.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one too.
All right, so what was that? We breezed right by John 6. So we got 7, which means we got to work it out. 7 it is. Circle. And let me...
So nothing from Feel the Void made it into the conversation?
It does not appear so.
Yeah.
Like we all had something, just we all had different songs.
Yeah.
All right, so the 7 that are in: Scraping, Arms Can't Stretch, 220 Years, Free Radio Gainesville, Rooftops, You Can Take the Boy Out of Braden, Florida, and Never Ender in. All right. And then we've got 10 that we need to trim down to 2. Or
Jesus.
3, rather. So we got The Passing, Turnstile, Trademark, Translocation, Better Sense, Rest Assured, 3 Summers Strong, Southeast First, At the End of a Gun, and The Bitter End. Is there one that's kind of jumping out at you as a glaring weakness there, John?
Turnstile, I think, definitely needs to be on there. That's one of my favorites.
What do you think, Peter?
I don't have a problem with that.
All right. Do you have one that's jumping out at you?
That needs to go or needs to stay?
It needs to stay. That needs to go in.
I would say 3 Summers Long.
All right. Any hesitation there?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So let Now let's talk about this last one. I guess let's take it the other way. Is there one that's like cool, got two, awesome that you're here, but you can go home now? Or maybe better put, one that doesn't really kind of stand a chance to get in?
I don't know, the two that I think maybe I don't know, the three almost. Translocation, Southeast First, and the Bitter End, I think would be my choices. I'd be okay with either of those, but if we start playing, I could be convinced of anything probably.
Do you have like a two or three that are kind of jumping at you that should kind of complete the list, Peter?
It's hard to say. I mean, because I like all of them. I mean, there's a couple where I think like, okay, good job, but I don't see them making the 10.
All right.
Which ones?
Yeah.
Maybe the passing and maybe trademark.
Okay.
All right, well, I mean, we've got scraping, and we've got arms can't stretch. Not to say we can't have more from that record, but more to say the passing is track 2, and of the two, scraping is the one I would choose anyway. So if we need any kind of reason to drop a song, I feel like that's lose the passing here. And what was the other one, Peter?
Shit.
Trademark, he said.
Trademark, yeah.
That's right. So that's what me and John. What do you think? We can do this without that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. If I'd learn how to spell, that would probably help. All right. So what does that put us down to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you've already put out there translocation. What was it? Translocation.
Southeast First and the Bitter End.
Right. If you had to rank those three, Peter.
I would put Better Sense at 1.
Oh, okay.
Translocation at 2. But I still really like Rest Assured, even though like that wasn't
Okay.
up for the conversation.
I'll say this, based on what you have both said, at the end of the gun is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you both had Southeast First.
Play some of Translocation if you would.
Sure.
See how that one hits.
Sometimes it's a good thing. Do we have anything where they're trading off like that right from the jump?
I think so. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And can we hear some of Better Sense? Since that was Peter's number 1.
God, I love that. Like the stop.
And how about the Bitter End? See how that one takes in here. I'm okay with any of those.
Okay.
Well, let's hear a little bit of Rest Assured.
Okay.
Ah, God damn it. My inclination is still Better Sense, but I think all of these are kind of on equal ground.
I think I was the one out on Better Sense. I mean, I'm fine with that if that's what you guys want.
I mean, you might as well.
Yeah. Remember when radical cheerleading was a thing?
Yes. I think these are all adequate, but I still think Better Sense kind of jumps out the most at me. To be clear, I think they all fit that 10th spot really well. Can you chopped off the ledge?
I'm okay with those.
All right. So let's take Better Sense. That gets us up to 10. All right. Sort that out. All right. Scraping, Arms Can't Stretch, 220 Years, Free Radio Gainesville, Rooftops, You Can Take the Boy Out of Bradenton, Florida, Never Ender, Turnstile, 3 Summer Strong, and Better Sense. Of those 10, John, which one do you think is the one?
Oh, a lot of good choices there. I'm leaning towards either Neverender or Turnstile.
What do you think, Peter?
I'm leaning towards Scraping, or You Can Take the Boy Out of Bradenton, Florida.
Okay. Well, let's... So, well, this doesn't do anything because I was leaning towards Scraping or Never Ender. So, virtual fucking tie here.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't get to hear Turnstile since it was conversation that got moved on. Can you play some of that?
Sure.
Can you skip like halfway through maybe and get to the breakdown part? A little more maybe. Skip through. There we go.
It's definitely got all the elements. This is possibly for my own detriment. I quit the show. I don't want to lead anybody the wrong way. Fuck me.
All right, so we're choosing between Scraping, Neverender, You Can Take the Boy, and Turnstile. Those are the ones that have been picked.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of those 4, I would say Neverender 1, Turnstile 2, You Can Take the Boy 3, Scraping 4.
All right, same.
But I'd be okay with any of them.
All right, same. Rank them, Peter.
Bradenton 1, Scraping 2, Neverender 3, Turnstile 4.
Man, after listening to Bradenton, that fucking Fugazi thing right off the jump is really really jumping out at me. You guys always do this to me. You always put it on me. My inclination here is Bradenton or Neverender. All right, I'm going to listen to them back to back because I'm sure that'll help. How do I argue against that? To John's point, though, I think yet again we've done it with. I think all four of those are adequate. I'm gonna go with Bradenton because I think that's the one that kind of makes me go, oh, the most. So
All right.
we'll go with You Can Take That Boy Out of Bradenton, Florida, as our number one. And so let's get that going underneath us here. And then, so You Can Take That Boy Out of Bradenton, Florida, Scraping, Arms Can't Stretch, 220 Years, Free Radio Gainesville, Rooftops, Neverender, Turnstile, 3 Summers Strong, and Better Sense rounds out our top 10. Let's let You Can Take the Boy Out of Bradenton. I can speak. Get a moment in the sun. I took my gun in my skin. I tear the wall down with my hand. I've been every ounce of drinking, but if I was taking it, I may never stop the pain. I hate you guys. Do this to me all the time. All right. We have done it. We have turned you on to hot water music, and you're welcome. You know, there's really not much else for me to say about that. Like, you're very welcome. Again, if you like this kind of music at all, I guarantee you the discography is worth your time. It's less than 4 hours, or at least the discography we chose. Start with that, and then if you like it, listen to the rest of the stuff. You'll like it. That's and then, you know, the live records come very highly acclaimed from this panel. So that should tell you something too. Give those a listen if you want. All right. Also, if you want to come play, hey man, maybe you disagree with our list. Understandable. Some people do that. You can go to legionofstupid.com, podcast deprogrammed, and come sign up and play yourself. You know, just, you know, come do it and see how you feel under the bright lights in the hot seat or whatever other thing you want to use to describe it. But you can find the sign up sheet right there, or, you know, now on Spotify, I ask every week, you know, what do you consider essential? You can answer it right there on Spotify. Tell me what you think we did right, what you think we did wrong. You know, happy to hear from you. Also, you can subscribe, rate, comment on all podcast platforms. Appreciated. Would love that. You could tell a friend that you listen to Deprogrammed. That is the best way to help. But if you want to help, you know, monetarily, that would be very cool. Patreon.com/ohijustin. I'm doing it in a different order today. So, Patreon.com/ohijustin is a great place to do that. $1 a month gets you in the door. You pledge a little bit more, you get a little bit more. Earns you, I believe the $1 gets you a bunch of audio before the rest of the world, and it gets you a thank you. And then if you go, I think it's $5 level, gets you some different places in the Discord. So you can do all that and come count with us in the Discord. It's fun. Counting really is fun. And there's also wormholes everywhere. So you never know what kind of conversations are going to come up. With that, though, hot water music. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.